I got these chisels that I want to sharpen up right here, but getting this angle just right on the sharpening stone can be a real challenge. So luckily, I got this chisel guide sharpening kit sent to me to make a video about. This is a paid post. This thing's pretty nice here. It comes with a little kit right here to where you can screw these in right here. And then you can set it up for different sizes right here. You got a couple different wheels right here. There's the short wheels for your smaller blades like that. And then you got the big wheels here for your larger blades. I think everything I'm going to do today I can use with the shorter ones here. These shorter ones are pretty nice. I've tested it out here and sharpened up this chisel with it, and I was able to get the angle just right on there. You just screw these things in here like this. It comes with an included Allen key here, so that you can just put these right in here and screw those into place. I found it's easier to do if you take it apart, and then it's easier just to screw these into place here. Like I said, you can either use the short ones right here like I'm going to do, and if you have a wider blade that you want to sharpen, something wider than this, you can use the wider wheels right here. But the way these work is these are just roll along your sharpening stone. So you just get that tightened really good, and then those will roll really nice along your sharpening stone. Same thing over here on the other side here. You don't have to take this apart to assemble it and disassemble it. I just found it a little bit easier that way. Plus, if you take it apart, then it's easier to clean. It can get kind of messy if you're using a whetstone to sharpen your chisel. So you get that installed in there, and then you put your gear right in here. And then the gear screws into the other side here, and then these guides here hold it all into place. So you can get this as tight as you need to here. We're going to go pretty tight because we got a small chisel here. Maybe not that tight, but probably to right about there. You want to get it close, and then you finish tightening it up once you get the guide in place there. All right, so that looks pretty good. And then you take your chisel here, and then you got a guide right here, and you could put your chisel into the guide there to figure out what angle you want. You can get your different angles there, and you figure out which one you want to do. Figure out what angle the chisel's at there. So most chisels are at 25. This one says it's at 30. And the 25 seems a little off there. So you can go ahead and get this angle however you want it on your little guide here. Once you get this close here, you want to go ahead and set it down on here. This needs to be off to the edge of your workbench so that you can adjust this here. And then you can just put this on here. And then you line up your chisel here to your angle. We were going to go with the 30 for our angle right there. And then once you got that in place, you just tighten it down here. And now our angle is just right here to sharpen on the sharpening stone. Now we got our perfect angle there, our 30-degree angle that it was at. And then these wheels here, they just roll on the sharpening stone there. This needs to be wet. We got to soak it for about 15 minutes to get it nice and wet. And then we can just start sharpening it up here and then get a nice sharp blade on the chisel. So yeah, this guide's pretty nice. It's got nice wheels that roll on there. It's got a nice sturdy clamp, lays down in here really good. And it's got the nice measuring guide here that you can get your right angle with. And then it's got some extra screws here. If you want to attach this to a block of wood so that you have a guide that you can just set this on, because you do have to kind of be up a little bit. Like if you were using it over here, it'd be hard to tighten that. But if you were on a block of wood, then it'd be easier to adjust this on the side there. And then you can see here, if you put a wider blade in like this, make sure we get our angle right there. We were at 40. Go ahead and tighten this up here. So you can see, now that we got this wide blade in here, even if we're using a small stone like this, we still got plenty of room here, so it won't come off the edges there. So you see how much more room you got there. So if you're using a small stone and a wider blade there, these wide wheels really make a difference so that you can get on your sharpening stone really good. So yeah, this is a pretty nice sharpening kit. It's pretty versatile. You can use lots of different size blades on there. You can use the really tiny ones like this, and then you can use the bigger ones like that.